Good morning, traders. Welcome back to another pre-market watch list here today. Thank you guys all again for tuning in. So hopefully today brings us everything we could ever hope and wish for. So we do have a stock that is running up pretty big here, or it may have changed since I last looked at it, but I don't even know how I missed it yesterday, but I did miss this pretty big runner. Again, I wasn't really trading when it started taking off, but it's GNPX. Yeah. GNPX. Do watch GNPX today. It's a penny. It was a penny stock. Now it's up to about $13. So GNPX might continue running. Well, excuse me. GNPX might continue running a bit because it's just one of those stocks, right? It took off. It moved from 5 to 18 yesterday. So there's probably a lot of people watching it today, hoping it does the same thing. So GNPX is going to be one of the major ones. Yeah, I missed GNPX. I don't even know. Well, here's the deal is I stopped trading I probably stopped trading yesterday around 11:30, and it didn't really squeeze up till about 12 o'clock, right in that 1 o'clock area. So, and yeah, I missed it before that. And to be honest, before that, it wasn't really trading on a lot of volume. It didn't really start trading on heavy volume until 12 o'clock. And even at 12 o'clock, it wasn't even trading on heavy volume. The most it hit was 100,000 shares traded, and that was at 12:39. After that, it was basically just, 50, 60, 70,000 shares. So that was a really thinly traded pump up stock, right? So CIEN, let me take a look. Wow, that's weird too. Yeah, CIEN had a major squeeze. Interesting. That's crazy. So yeah, GNPX is going to be a major stock to watch today. I think I'm going to be watching a lot of higher cap stocks today. Again, it's that time. It's earnings, right? It's that earnings season. So earnings provides opportunity for easy money, right? If you're not familiar with earnings week, or you don't really trade, you should really get involved in understanding earnings and just in general the earnings week in this time period, because a lot of opportunity presents itself during earnings weeks. Tons of gap downs, tons of gap ups, and anywho. So let's get looking at some stocks. Checking in my toilet. So let's get looking at some stocks here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen to you guys, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. All right, so first things first, I'm going to touch on the number one stock I'm watching here today, guys, is CMG. So for some of you, I know that this is going to be way out of your price point, but again, I'm still going to mention it because that's my job. So here it is. It's CMG, and let me get this out of the way. We don't really need that right now. We don't really need much of this right now. Okay, so the first thing we're looking at is CMG. If you look at the daily chart, you'll find out, not that one, but this one had a major gap. It's gapped up like $100. What was it, 350? So it's gapped up almost $100 from yesterday. Gap up, and it continued right. So CMG is up almost $100 from yesterday. So that's really big. So really, what's going on here? And if you look, it is at a resistance point. All right, I'll show you right here. And that's exactly where it stops. So if we go all the way across, right, it's kind of stopping in this 425 area, and that was previously a resistance area where we consolidated and then dumped out. So though, right, many will say, well, that's not a, they'll look back here and go, well, that's not a resistance point. There was no spike and then a stop, but yeah, it was a consolidation area before it dumped, right? So that right there is what I would treat as a resistance area, and it's sure as hell holding up as resistance. So right now, what's happening is a lot of people are looking at CMG and they're going, oh, wow, this thing's up $100 from yesterday. I'm going to short sell this, or I'm going to try and get in short. So ideally, what I think we're going to see happen, I think we're going to see a profit-taking wash where all the people that made money from yesterday's trading here are going to sell in the morning and cause it to dip, and then maybe see a dip buy. So I think we might see a profit wash and then a dip buy, or what could happen is a lot of people try and hop in short, and if it doesn't break down, we'll get a red to green move and we'll squeeze really hard. So I think it's possible we're going to see CMG go through a 2-day continuation to the upside, but I'm not leaving out the downside. I think there's an equal opportunity to both go up and down. It's just a matter of who's going to win the battle. And again, like I said, the stock's up $100 over 2 days, 1 day, honestly. So there's a lot of potential down and to the upside still on CMG. Buy puts, ops. Yeah, Mr. Pink Penny. That's a good idea too. So CMG was the #1 watch for me today. Another one that I'll mention is Expedia, EXPE. This one's kind of similar to CMG in the manner that it gapped all the way up from 106 to 120. So it's up really big on a $20 gap. So, you know, ideally this one has room to both go down and it has room to both go up. So ideally we're just going to watch this one. Again, it needs to trade on a little higher volume, but I do think EXP is a good stock to watch here today because of how big that gap up is. Right now, it's not trading the volume that we want. So if, in fact, during the day, this starts picking up on volume, I would say watch EXP. But until then, it's kind of just on the back burner. But more importantly, let's talk about GNPX. So GNPX is a stock that went from $5 to $18 yesterday. Now it went up to 18, then it crashed, and now it's working its way back up pre-market. This is very common to see. We see penny stocks do this all the time, where they run up, they dump, and then the next day they squeeze up and they try and break through the previous high. So what we're probably going to see is GNPX come up, and then it's probably going to squeeze here, and it's going to try and break through 18. If it doesn't break through 18 and it gets stopped out right here, there's going to be a lot of short sellers that are going to try and pile in right around here in this top, and they're going to try and push that price back down for an all-day fade. Let me show you another example of this. Ready? I'll show you right here. We're going to go to KBSF. We'll go back to a 180-day 5-minute chart. See, like this. Ready? Very similar, where it squeezes up all day, it dumps out, and then pre-market it comes back up, and then it tries to break through the previous high, right? And then once it fails to get through, you have a bunch of short sellers. All right, you got a bunch of short sellers piling in right there to drive that price all the way back down for the day. All right, so remember that. That's on KBSF. This is from 100 days ago that I remember this. And ready, you see it pump up, dump out, come back up. It tries to break through 15 or the previous high, and then it fails and it comes crashing back down. Now let's go look at GNPX. Very similar. Pump up, drop down, moving back up pre-market. It may not go all the way back up to 18, but it's going to try to. That's typically what we'll see. It's going to try to hit back up to 18. And then once it fails 18, you're going to have the short sellers all piling in to drive it down. Okay. So there might be an opportunity for a quick little pop to get in long on GNPX today. That's what I'm talking about. I think that there might be the opportunity to get in and ride it up right out of the gates, to be honest. Okay. So that was GNPX. Another one that we will be watching is going to be the market. Well, for one, the market. Let me come back over here. I'll just do a 5-day, 5-minute. So again, right, we had the market dump out around this 268, 267 area. We've retraced all the way back up there. So now the market is definitely at some resistance, right? Definitely at a resistance area. So if it fails to get over, you know, these highs of yesterday, we might see it roll over and start dumping out today. So I think we might see a red day on the market. So you might want to keep your eyes on TVIX for a possible long trade. All right, that's definitely possible. What was I going to say? So that's one to watch. TVIX, market's starting to drop a bit. What else? I mean, I didn't really have, oh, hold on, let me look. Oh, Amazon, duh. So again, this again might be out of your guys' price range, but Amazon, right? Amazon is just absolutely ripping on earnings. Earnings is up over 100. Now it's probably up 150 on the day. So if you got some money to play with and dabble around with, sure, why not? I mean, I'll be watching Amazon today. Am I going to trade it? Not necessarily, but it's a monster. It's up crazy big. So this is something that I would highly suggest watching as well as Amazon. But again, right, some won't be able to afford it, but again, it's still, I don't know who all watches it and pays attention, but it's definitely worth watching. Amazon, that is one I would consider trading possibly today. There's a lot. I mean, we can look at a few others here. Really, my main watch is just CMG. These are the stocks that I'm going to keep on my watch. CMG, Boeing. I'll be watching Boeing today. Boeing tends to follow the stock market very well. It doesn't look exactly like it, but I can tell you right now, when you're looking at it on a 1 minute time frame, right? So like this is Boeing, right? If you're looking at Boeing and Boeing has a huge market cap, they make up a lot of the stock market. And here's the deal. When the market starts going up, you'll notice Boeing starts to push up. And if the market pulls back, Boeing will pull back. And if the market goes up, Boeing goes up. And then the market pulls back, it pulls back. So if you follow Boeing along with the stock market, it becomes pretty easy and to know how it's going to trade. So I'll be following a few of those bigger stocks, Boeing, things like that. Now, TVIX. Yeah, exactly. TGA, let me see that. TGA. TGA 2 light on volume, won't trade that. That's not worth watching. SPB. That's a big move from 60 to 70. Wow. So this must have been an earning. That was an earnings down gapper yesterday. Whoa. Why did I miss that? That would have been beautiful. Wow. Huh. Anywho, yeah, SPB had a nice rebound. Wow. Yeah, you could watch SPB today. I mean, that's a huge buyer's candle right there, right? It dropped all the way down, came all the way back up. So that just tells you buying pressure was really heavy to come back. So you could watch that possibly today, maybe a long, but I think after that big move down and then I think after the big move down and then the big move up, it's probably going to be pretty stagnant today, just hanging out. Wow. Let me take a look at MU. Let's see, MU. So MU, okay, so MU's back up over 50. It's just kind of choppy right now. I mean, that's all MU really is right now. It's kind of just chopping out. Yeah, I mean, it's going to have some type of move here within the next couple weeks because it won't just stay. It's not going to continuously rally like it's doing. You see, it's kind of just rallying back and forth. It's going to have to make a move either up or down here soon. So I would just be a little neutral maybe on MU. You can definitely trade MU throughout the day with some scalps and things like that, but I think a big move is going to be happening within the next couple of weeks on there. Yeah. ACRX, I'll take a look there. ACRX, just a quick pop-up. It's really dead on volume. I really wouldn't mess around with trading that one today. Again, guys, if you ever look at a stock, whenever you look at a stock and it looks like that, or it looks like that, it's not worth trading. Or at least it's not worth day trading, okay? That's not worth it. It's too choppy. There's no direction. You can't get any reading off of it. If you ever come across a stock like that, just immediately run for the other direction. Don't even waste your time. All right. Netflix, let me take a look. Gap fill Netflix to the downside. Wait, what? It filled the gap. Netflix filled gap. Which would have been which one? That gap up to, because that was the earnings. That was the gap up. See, it did fill its gap. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I probably would be pretty neutral on Netflix right now. Let's see. Yeah, Netflix is coming up to resistance here at 320, so I'd be a little neutral, if not more short bias on it. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I don't know. I think Netflix, because you can see here, right at this like this 320 area, it's got some resistance. So I would probably be a little bit more short bias on that today. Oh, that's cool. Charts just won't load. That's always a good sign. So yeah, I'd be a little more short bias on that. CMG, yeah. So that's all I got for you guys today. We'll end it there. Again, right? That's all I got for you today. I know it's not necessarily a bunch of penny stocks and things like that, but I did send out a huge list yesterday of penny stocks you guys could all watch. So if you want to kind of get a feel for those, you can always go back and watch yesterday's pre-market watch list to get a feel for all those penny stocks. Sorry. So again, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to be focusing more on some large cap stocks because it is earnings. So with earnings, there are a lot of good opportunities and good plays to be made. So that's primarily what I'll be watching. Let's see what we got. How about longish on ONTX? It's a little bit volume, but I'm not sure. To be honest, tiny trader, I don't know. Let's see. I'll take a quick look. ONTX. Whoa, no. Yep, no, won't trade that. Definitely too low on volume. It's below $1. It's most likely going to keep going down. I would run for the hills on that one. Yeah, get away from that one. All right, I'll take a look at RCL. RCL 135, big red day yesterday. Was that because of earnings? That was because of earnings. So it went from 123 down to 112, 123 to 112. There is support right around that 112 area. So you might be able to look for a little bit of a bounce on that today, possibly. Yeah, I'd say that that's a good probability of a small little bounce trade on RCL. So, well, all right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thank you once again for tuning in. It's Friday, so please stay green. There's nothing worse than going red on Friday and then having the whole weekend to think about how bad you traded Friday, right? So you don't want to trade bad on Fridays. You don't want to go red on Fridays because then you have the whole weekend to think about just how bad you traded Friday. And now you're going to be itching to get back to the market on Monday, right? So next thing you know, it's Friday, you lose some money. You're out at the bar, you're with your friends, you're in the corner, you look depressed, you look sad, you look lonely. Your friends come up to you, you're trying to cheer you up. They're saying, hey, what's wrong, Connor? And you're like, well, I just lost a bunch of money on Friday trading. My life's going down, it's spiraling out of control. Bartender, let me get 2 more doubles of Crown on the rocks, right? You don't want to do that. Don't be that guy, all right? Stay green on Friday, come back strong on Monday, all right? I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care.